Kim Duk-cha, Song Jin-woo, Chang Myung, and Lee Hyun were gathered in one place. Okay, this cosplay contest is nearing its end. Let's find out who the final contestant will be. This is where cosplayers who imitate their favorite characters gathered. This week's theme was web novel characters. Thanks to this, there were already 5 Kim Dok-jas at the event. Yo Jung-hyuk! Yo Jung-hyuk! Yo Jung-hyuk! Everyone was running around looking for the man in the black coat. Unfortunately, there was only one Yo Jung-hyuk cosplayer, so it was quite a funny situation. Into the stage of the event brimming with enthusiasm, an old man appeared. Okay, the last contestant is the main character of the 10 trillion won chaebol who left behind coins, Miss Park. At the host's word, the man cosplaying as Mr. Park muttered the famous line in a low voice. Hey, I won't die until I paint the walls gold. The event hall erupted in chaos. Wow, what the heck? The quality is legendary. That looks exactly like Old Man Park. Was there ever a cosplayer like that? He actually looks like an old man. Old Man Park's appearance was exactly like the one depicted in the web novel. It wasn't a simple imitation. It was as if Old Man Park has descended onto the stage. His hunched posture, his face and expression brimming with stubbornness and greed. The moment he appeared, everyone knew he was the winner of the competition. It had to be that old man. But contrary to that misconception, the man on the stage was Oh Il-young, a young man of 27. I won again today. I put the 500,000 won I received as a cosplay prize in my bag. It's been a while since I have cosplayed as an old man and thankfully the response was positive. My throat hurts a little from the raspy voice but I felt proud. I debated removing the makeup but decided to go home. I was a little scared to show my bare face. Blah blah, it's too long to explain. It's more like a trauma. Still, a strange confidence fills me when I play a character like this. I think it's okay because I'm not myself. Now I'm Mr. Park. True to my role as the 10 trillion won chaebol, I confidently left the venue. In reality, I'm just a fresh college graduate and unemployed. I headed to the subway in the guise of a chaebol. Honestly, that wasn't a good choice. I was being treated with excessive consideration by everyone around me the entire way home. Grandpa, please sit here. Sir, can I help you carry your bags? Son, I told you that Dad should give up his seat when he sees you. I don't know what that line means. Anyways, well, I'm not really a grandfather, but I was afraid to reveal my identity. I was afraid I would be treated like a weirdo. So I just complied and sat comfortably on my seat. Mom, I'm here. Which son is here today? Oh my, it's Grandpa. Where does a 27-year-old have a home? Of course, since I live at home, my mother welcomed me. She's a kind person who never once objected to my cosplaying. Did you have fun at the event? Yes, I won today. Of course, even if I were your mom, I wouldn't recognize you. Anyway, since you are at the event, why don't you have some fun? My mother's innocent question stung my heart. I don't really know anyone. It felt like I have been asked something like, Son, do you have a lot of friends back in school? Haha, I'll change my clothes and rest. I hurried into my room. It was crammed with all sorts of clothes, all kinds of accessories, hats, even weapons. My cosplay costume were neatly organized. However, thanks to that, the remaining space was small. It was almost full when I lay down. Still, I like this small space. After changing into comfortable clothes and removing my makeup, in the mirror there was a perfectly ordinary man. No, maybe a little uglier than ordinary. Short curly hair, thin body. The only thing I could see were my eyes. This extremely timid and withdrawn appearance was the real me. Talking to people was a thing. Even the stares were scary. I was concerned not only with the stares I received but also with the way others looked at me. I was afraid that just looking at me might upset them. That's why I could only speak properly when I wore the mask of cosplay. Maybe this was my only breathing space. What started as my only hobby was now earning me a little money. I lay down in my room crammed with clothes. Then I pulled out my prize money from the bag, 500,000 won, with 50,000 won bills. Subtracting the cost of making the costume, transportation, and other things, I earned about 200,000 won. It was natural to sigh despite the money I would earn. I was 27. Some people say young people can do anything, but I wasn't like that. Is it just because I'm young? If only they would told me it would be okay for a few years. I would graduate from college and prepared for a job. Of course, after that incident a year ago, even part-time work became impossible. Still, I was grateful for the small amount of money I could earn from my cosplay prize money. It was true, but as I got older, I started to notice my mother, who supported and loved me unconditionally, my father, who silently went to work for me, my younger brother, who already had a job at 25. I earned a mere 200,000 won working for two people already approaching 60. It would have been better if the house was filled with discord. My heart ached even more because it was such a happy home. I felt like I was ruining this perfect household. Suddenly, a wave of depression washed over me. I quickly got up. I wrapped myself in a blanket hanging in the counter. This blanket belonged to a character in a web novel, and wearing it helped me with depression. It gave me a strange sense of warmth and confidence. As I curled up in the blanket, the depression subsided. It's funny, isn't it? I almost think my personality changes when I play the character. Still, with a strange surge of confidence, I turned on my phone. I immediately launched the part-time job app. Yeah, if money's the issue, let's make more money. There's bound to be at least one part-time job that suits me. Search for part-time job help. Seoul, male, 27 years old. Newly open, hiring kitchen staff. Logistic and packaging /meal/shuttle. Seeking a barista 5 days a week. Para coffee. Weekend, middle time. Drunk, Sangmoon branch night shift. There were so many part-time jobs. It was so conscience-stricken that I had been ignoring them till now. Yeah, if the time came, I could cosplay and go to work, convenience store cosplay, cafe barista cosplay, etc. With my confidence, I felt like I could do anything. As I was scrolling down the list, one thing caught my eye. Urgent, seeking drama extras. Extras? They were urgently looking for someone to work for just one day. Rather than signing a long-term contract from the beginning, I thought it would be better to start with something like this. The content wasn't bad. 200,000 won for just 3 hours of filming. That's the same amount I made from cosplaying for a month. The hourly wage was over 60,000 won. They must be hiring urgently because the pay was higher than other jobs. More than anything, I liked the genre of the drama I was filming. It was a zombie apocalypse. True to my gloomy personality, this was my style. If I were to participate, I would be a pedestrian beaten by zombies. The role was perfect, an inconspicuous one. Plus, since I would be wearing makeup, the pressure was zero. Since the deadline was less than 3 hours away, I applied right away. I received a call within minutes. Are you available tomorrow? I replied immediately, saying I could. I was unemployed and had nothing else to do anyway. Then came a lengthy set of instructions. No dyed hair, no tattoos, no nail art. No, please come to Yoido Station Exit 2 tomorrow at 4 p.m. Please wear comfortable white shoes and most comfortable outfit possible. I read the instructions carefully. Just as I felt the thrill of filming, I arrived on set. 10 minutes before filming began. Oh, you're not an actor, are you? Haha, yes, I found myself chatting with another extra. I was Citizen 5 and this guy was Citizen 4. Unlike me, this guy Shumin had an incredibly warm appearance. He might not be a lead actor, but he could at least play a supporting role. He said he was actually training to be an actor. It's important to gain on-site experience like this. Haha, right. You have never acted before, right? Shumin's question made me hesitate for a moment. I do act when I cosplay after all. It's a prerequisite to become one with the character. But real acting would be different. No, I haven't. I didn't want to be embarrassed if I admitted to it. That was better when Shumin suddenly stood up and suddenly began acting. Oh, he acted like he was bitten by a zombie without any major dialogue. His fearful expression and gestures were quite natural. Aspiring actors are different. But one thing bothered me. For an extra, his gestures seemed a bit too exaggerated. An extra is someone who naturally blends into the background. Wouldn't that be too noticeable? I would never be noticed. Whoa. How about this? This is how it is. Remember when I told you to scream as realistically as possible? If that's difficult, you can just make a whimpering sound like me. Wow, you could. Even if you're just an extra, if you act, the overall picture comes to life. They made me wear tracksuits, so I'm a member of the athletic team. Ilyong, you're in a suit, so I guess you're an office worker. Try acting to bring that to life. Just as Shumin's acting lecture was about to drag on, the signal to start filming sounded and I headed to my assigned seat. It was right behind me. The lead actor was there facing the camera. I can't see his face, but he wasn't a famous actor. It was fascinating to see a celebrity in person, but there was a warning against watching, so I looked away. I waited in my assigned seat for filming to begin. So my job was, I was walking down the sidewalk when I was attacked by a zombie that jumped out of an alleyway. I glanced down the alleyway and saw a performer dressed in zombie makeup waiting. Oh, officer worker clothes. You must be Citizen 5, right? The grotesquely-looking zombie, dripping blood, spoke kindly. Yes, that's right. Please be gentle when you attack. Oh, yes, be careful when you fall. The zombie, its eyes wide and rolled back, expressed concern for me. Then I should head to the starting point. I waited on the sidewalk a few steps down the alleyway. Something about this role appeals to me. I waited, looking down at myself in office worker attire. It felt like I would actually found a job. Then I thought, let's get immersed. Even if you're just an extra, you have to act to make the picture come true. Right. I began to immerse myself in Citizen 5, not myself. Character interpretation, also known as character analysis, was crucial in cosplay. Knowing exactly what the character was trying to evaluate was crucial. It was my specialty. I had a sinister habit of persistently digging into things and trying to figure things out. It's evening. I'm probably on my way home from work. What should I do after work? Order chicken for the first time in ages? No, really. Should I watch the drama I have been putting off? Or should I just lie down and binge watch YouTube? While I was walking down the street with such happy thoughts, suddenly I'm attacked by zombies. The excitement of leaving work is instantly shattered to the ground, and sudden attack will definitely make you act like a man. It won't be just a casual flapping around. Alright, an office worker being attacked. Let's make it look real. To do that, let's first slightly adjust the outfit. The suit that they gave me was too neat. Does this make me look like a new employee just starting work? I messed up my suit a bit. It made me look more like I was leaving work exhausted. A quiet touch-up of my hair and that's it. I'm the perfect office worker leaving work. And then the filming began. Okay, camera in, action. I slowly walked down the sidewalk. I'm tired from work, but I still feel a twinge of excitement about leaving. And I walk slowly, step by step, but with a slightly hurried pace. Step by step, the moment I reached the alley we had promised, the zombie I had been waiting for attacked me. The moment the zombie charged, I didn't make a big expression. At that moment, I didn't know the word zombie. But the moment the horrifying zombie appeared right in front of me, oh, whoa! A scream of unfamiliar yet definite fear escaped me. After all, a zombie was a moving corpse. I reached out as if to push the zombie away, but at the same time I was so overcome with fear that I couldn't probably stand my hand. I was deeply immersed in this ridiculous and awkward struggle. Something felt off. Why does it feel like the camera is filming me? Hello, I'm not a native English speaker, so my pronunciation might not be perfect, but I will try my best. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I will be continuing this novel which has not been officially translated yet. I'll provide the link of the novel, the raw version. So please go check it out because I really like this novel and I will be continuing from this chapter onwards in the next video.